can talk to anything on this planet. God made it that way. That's the way Adam was supposed to take care of them. Now, God put in this world, the planet, the ability to hear words. God put in this world the ability, everything that is on this planet has intelligence. They can hear. And Adam was supposed to take care of them by speaking to them, talking to them. Everything can hear. Because everything was made by the words of God. So if they can't hear, how were they made? Because the Bible made it clearly for us to know that he spoke to them and they came into being, even mountains. That's why he could tell that secret to Moses. He said, Moses, speak to the rock, he will bring forth water. And Moses did. So Moses, speak to the sea, it will pass. Moses didn't knew that before, and Moses did, and it happened. Moses, drop your stick, he will talk to a snake. And Moses did, and it happened. Paul was just trying to teach us. There's intelligence in all of these things. They can hear. They hear the word of the Almighty. Did you not read in the Bible say that for even the sea knows its boundary? It cannot pass it. God have told it where to exit. It cannot pass that place. That's why when men go and they start disturbing the sea, they are oppressing the sea. But of course the sea will listen sometimes. In fact, actually you're supposed to listen because God has given Adam the same power. So Adam was going to do you understand who Adam was? Do you really understand who man is? He had the ability to say, because when you make somebody a caretaker, what does that mean? He can do the things. Do you get what I'm saying? God made him the caretaker of this planet, the earth. Not just the earth, the universe. So Adam could have woke up one day and said, I don't like the way this sea is here. And he would take the sea, move to the other side, and he would respond. Because it was like the Father. It was the carbon exact copy of the Father. And like I told you, he had access to all the information in God. He is the branch. Are you aware? It doesn't matter what happens to the branch. If it's not from the source, then forget it. The branch will overcome it. You can cut the branch. It will grow back. You can even touch it and open it. Even after that place has dried up, you open it and you see water drop out. There will still be water somewhere. You just stopped, but it will still be there because nothing. See, no disease on the branch will be effective if it's not from the root. You just give it time. It will. Do you get what I'm saying? It will overcome it. He said, ye are the branches, I am the vine. Anyone connected to me will always get supply. Adam was connected to the Father. So whatever is flowing in the Father was flowing through him. No different composition. It's the same thing. Same ability. Same mind. Same wisdom. Same life. That's why Jesus says, if you are in me and I am in you, ask for. So what he's telling you is, if you are connected to God, you are a God here. He said, ask for anything and it shall be done. If you are in me and I am in you, ask for anything. If God could do it, then you can do it. So you understand why God said to Adam, the day you eat this fruit, you will die. What it means is, the day you eat this fruit, you will be disconnected from me. And once you are disconnected from me, because death simply means separation, you will be separated from me. And if you are separated from me, you can no more function well. Things will no longer obey you. You will no longer have access to the commands you require to be able to. You will no more have access. Because these commands, you generate them from me. God gave him access. Because for you to be able to take care of the things God made, you must have access to the knowledge that made those things in the first place. So what is science doing? Science is man's ability to try to get back to learn the environment, to understand his environment. But when he was created, he didn't need to, he knew the environment. But as he was disconnected from God, the small information that was left to him began to fade away. Began to fade away. So he's trying to study. He cannot function without information. Man cannot function without information. He was designed that way. That's why you go to establishments, company will keep training. The human beings cannot thrive without information. They become what you put inside of them. That's the way God made you. You become what? Are you getting what I'm saying? Human beings are just like a memory card. They are just like a telephone. They are just like, they are machines. You know, man creates things that looks like him. He looks on his inside and he creates. Yeah. Everything has the same technology as man. Everything. Almost everything. You need to charge it, it needs power. Man. It needs an engine. Man. He has an eyes, he's man. He has legs. Man. He's moving. Man. And check anything created. You can see some traces of human being inside it. So that is why if it is the devil that is feeding man information, you say this person is a devil incarnate. He will just be manifesting the information inside of him. If it is God that is influencing his mind, you will see godliness. This one is like God. He's just there. He's just there. There is no difference between a city girl and a village girl. They are the same canvas. They are the same thing. It's just the information available to them. A village girl can be a city girl. A city girl can be a village girl. So it's information. The one you say is a dummy is because of the information available to him. He says someone doesn't know how to dress. Let him go to where they know how to dress. He will know how to dress. Can't speak good English. Let anybody can speak Awana. All you need is to find yourself in the environment of Awana. And Awana will come out of your mouth. In it will come out of your mouth. You have it. Even those Anambra people you see as in main load lies. Take them away from there. You see, they learned it because they grew up there. Not that it was attached to their tongues. You take them somewhere else they were born. Many Anambrarians are born outside the country and they speak Queen's English. So once disconnected from God, he began to malfunction. There's one phone I gave to Pastor Lord. Pastor Lord, I've done that phone, done that phone. Done that phone. He said, the phone here, no, they correct. Pastor Lord, that phone still, they operate, they malfunction. I will tell her, make it stay here, you will go another place. They do it and not send you. I'm not tired for the phone. One time I upgraded my boat 4, my boat 2 to boat 5. I put boat 5 software inside. The phone now finally lost it. It was too much for the phone. Are you getting blessed already? Samuel, why do you always keep keeping us into darkness? What's the mystery behind this thing that is happening? Okay. You know, the relationship between God and his creature is like a server and other internet devices. Do you know what to do? So why were you sitting there? It's a spirit. Everything is connected to God. Everything is connected to God. Once you are disconnected from Him, you die. Once you are disconnected from God, you die. And somehow man knows it, no matter how much argument they make. Human beings cannot stay without spiritual connection.
Oh, yes.
They can't. That's why even though every human being must have some sort of spiritual connect. If not, there's this emptiness that will be in you. That's why even though they deny God, they still try to find Him through other means. Human beings cannot thrive without spirituality. That's why they will have a chief priest. Or they must join something. Everything God created, He gave a habitat. You know what a habitat is? Where they thrive in. Human beings thrive in spirituality because they are spirits. They can't do without it. And that's why even when they deny God, the devil still gives them that opportunity. They can't do without spirit. They have to, it's part of human beings. So if they miss it in God, they do it with the devil, who gives them a devilish means of it, because he too is a spirit. We are not fish. We are not goats. We are not polar bears. Polar bears can't be in a worry. They will just die. They can't do well. They need some heavy, thick eyes. They were created to live there. They have the force. They are created. They are cool. The coldest part of the earth. That's where you see them. It is good for them. But this thing will be white, clean. You don't need anybody to wash them. Nature washes it for them. They are good. You say, hey, go kill this polar bear. No, don't try it. So human beings flourish better. That's why you can't allow anybody tell you, say, you don't do this church thing, don't do this thing, do this. That person does not understand what he's saying. That is where you thrive. The Bible says, for they that are planted in the house, that's where you flourish. You flourish, you can't flourish. No, you don't flourish. This is where you flourish, not in the club. You flourish in the presence of God. Because that's where everything is connected to where they came from. You can't take them far from where they came from. If you want to take them far from where they came from, you will still create that environment for them. That's why, if you see a lion that is in the zoo, it can never be like the one that is in the bush. He's not created to thrive there. That's why if you go to some zoos, they try to arrange it to look like the forest. But he will still not, because he needs a place he will jump, exercise, do all those things, see some animals, pursue them, and it's part of their thriving. See an animal, pursue it, kill it. He makes, that's how he's trained. He exercises his brain, his ability to be a hunter and all of that. He can't do that inside a zoo. That's why once you keep them, they call it taming an animal. They call them domestic animal. Because now you have conditioned them to behave the way they would naturally behave in their natural habitat. So now, they play with people. This one is no more lion. It's lamb. Because now, do you get what I'm saying? Even though once in a while, you will remember, that's why sometimes in a while you hear some news that maybe someone has killed some, the lion got and changed his mind, killed somebody. Because that thing in the lion comes out once in a while. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we can't thrive without spirituality. Anybody that's making you to subscribe to that, we can't thrive with that. You need it. You need spirituality for you to make sense of existence. If not, one of these days, you will commit suicide. Many don't know what church do for them. Think we are dragging you to come to. No, it's good for your mental health. Did you write it down? That you can't do with spirituality without spirituality. Once you are disconnected from God, anything that disconnects from the source dies. Anything that is disconnected from the source dies. Anything you disconnect from the source, it dies. After a while, it will die. take your phone away from the source of power, after a while, it will die. Anything, take a branch away from the tree, it will die. You will become irrelevant the moment you leave, you are disconnected from God. Without spirituality, you will be irrelevant. Jesus said, if you are disconnected from me, he said, without me, you can do nothing. The branch is busy making shakara. It has bunches of fruits there. It's because it's connected to the tree. Take the branch away from the tree. You will see the irrelevance of the branch. The Bible says that once you take away the branch from the tree, it's not fit for anything except people will pick it and put it inside fire. The relevance of the branch is that it's connected to the tree. So we celebrate it. We go under it to take share. We hold it. We celebrate it. It gets our attention because it's there. Was it because a log of wood? It does not get. We match it. We come. We don't. It doesn't mean anything. Your relevance is in God. Your relevance is in serving God. Your relevance is always being around in the presence of God. Let nobody fool you about this. Without God, you become irrelevant. You are no different from a goat. Without God. Without God. Without God. Without God. They are no different. Your beauty, your intelligence, your everything is just a waste. It's just a waste. Without God, you cannot even realize your full potentials. There's so much you can do. But away from God, you can't do that. Without God, you're just like one big old giant building that is not of use to anybody, that is abandoned. Without God, you are just a destruction walking about, waiting to just happen. Without God, you are dangerous to yourself, you are dangerous to the community, you are dangerous to the planet without God. And you say that man is destroying the planet by himself, polluting everywhere by himself. Because he doesn't know better how to see. If man was still with God, there would be a better way to refine crude. He would know a better way to refine crude. He would not destroy the environment. Because God would never create anything that would destroy what he said was good. Do you get what I'm saying? I said last Sunday, right? Even the mosquitoes were not created to give you malaria. God is so intelligent, so considerate, so collected that he wouldn't have made that kind of mistake. He looked at everything and said they were good. Snake, good. Millipede, good. Centipede, good. Everything, good. All of them are playing their part. Mosquito, good. Everything. Everything. He checked it and he saw that they were good. He never created anything that will harm man. That's why he didn't create gunpowder. He made sulfur, not for gunpowder. It was the fallen angels that taught man how to use gunpowder, to sulfur to make gunpowder. They taught man bullets. They taught man sword. They showed man witchcraft. They showed man all that knowledge. God never showed man any of that. He wanted him to have a good life. Just like now, men complain, say women are witch. No, the woman was created to be of good to a man. Adam saw him and said, wow. Now, wow. And this age man said, hey, witch. No, it was after the problem came that God, Adam now told God, said, that woman will you give me? I did on my own, no. When you created me, you hear any quarrel from me. I was taking care of everything. I beg you for woman. Only you did. You can't make me sleep. You can't bring this creature. And that's why God said, okay, so my good don't talk about. Now, he that findeth. From today you find snake, find concrete, find back. God said, I won't give you wife again. Find. He that findeth a wife, findeth a good. And obtaineth favor. Because so you know what that means? If you find a wife, I'll give you approval. That's favor. Oh, I'm finding favor from the Lord. So how about he that findeth not a wife? now say in the book of Proverbs that it's better for you to be beaten by a viper than for you to stay in the same house with a woman who is crazy. You will die quickly. So God never made anything. Some women will say, this man, men are men. How do you put it? Say men are what? Scum. Men are. No, Eve was excited to be in the world of the man. She was excited. Let me tell you, a woman is created to thrive and flourish in the, what's it called now? In the world of a man. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. A man's word is supposed to make a woman fly, flourish, be your best. Be your best. Because you know do you know the meaning of father? It means source. A man is a source, like God. So the woman is supposed to draw. So we are supposed to make you better, and you're supposed to make us better. Everything God created was good. Everything was functioning very well until sin came. When you finally get to heaven, you will see this, or when things are finally restored. There was nothing God. See, everything was regulated in such a way. If you were in it, then you were having a great time. You wouldn't have been too cold or too hot. Everything was okay. Even the breeze. Man was not created to be independent. You know what independence means? On your own. Man was not created to be independent. He thrives and functions better when he's connected to his source or to one another. That's why they say that man is a social animal. You can't stay alone. Man is not, I don't care how melancholic you are. Is I'm a melancholic person. You are melancholic in the midst of men. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? So we are in a house now. We have 5 rooms. So you take one. You like to stay alone in your own room because we are in the other 4 rooms. If we are not in the other 4 rooms, nobody is there. You will go crazy. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. That's why the highest punishment to an offender, a miscreant, is prison. When they put you in prison, you will now understand the value of freedom. Man is not made to be locked up one place. You will start having psychological problem. That's why even no matter how smart you think you are, how beautiful, you don't need anybody. If you stay long enough without getting married or having so, you start having colo mental. You will have short fuse. Everything will irritate you. It's because you are alone. You are not meant to be alone. You can't stay long alone. You have mental. Your way of reasoning and doing things will change. You start doing like a witch or a wizard. This association is what makes you. This meeting people, good morning, is doing something to you. That's how you thrive. That's why human beings have societies. You even check in your psychology. They tell you that human beings, you're a social animal. Sociology. You associate. You do better when you associate. You do better when you mingle. You are not meant to be independent. Every independent fellow thinks in a very stupid way. They see things in a very myopic way. So the word independent is not from God. That word independent is not from God. God never wanted man to be independent of him. Everything is connected to everything. In the world that God created, there is no independence. Everything is connected to everything. Are you not seeing it? Everything is connected. There's a connection that the mosquito has with the. Now look, I was watching BBC the other day, and they were complaining that now plants are no more doing well abroad. You know why? They are finished. They are killing and exterminating all the flies. So we don't want flies, we don't want butterflies. But you let in your agriculture. Cross-pollination takes place through these things. We are killing them. He said, we don't want to kill all the mosquitoes. He said, we don't want them, we don't want them. God gave them a job. Once you see an earthworm, you quickly kill. He's doing a work. Without those earthworms, you can't farm this earth. Did you not read it in your school? Earthworms help to do what? When you talk about fertilization, earthworms play a very important. They help to loosen the earth. They are doing their job. That ugly millipede is doing his job. Oh. This frog is doing his job. Oh. Leave it there. They say, no, these things are yucky, yucky. So we are killing all of them, destroying them, and you now realize that things are no more functioning well. Ecosystem, you read it in school. These things are all I do. Even the spiral, whatever, slimy, is doing his work. Everything is doing their work. So they are complaining. They are no more having bumper harvest because all the butterfly, everything, they have killed everything. They are killing them. So now they are trying to groom some new one and put back. When you hear they say something is inorganic, what do you think it means? That means it's no more growing the natural way. They are doing it. So I was reading one place and they say now there are some kind of They say fish is better than meat. They say even now they don't even have better fish. The artificial fish don't enter inside water because they don't kill the fish. They don't come to remain. So now they bring out, they manufacture fish for inside the lab. They now throw them, and they say funny enough, this new one now they put is eating the natural one. So you are doing saying that fish will eat the head. The fish you are eating now is wahala. Everything is turned upside down. Because they thought God wasn't wise. I was telling my wife the other day, I said, anything make me want to build house, I must make sure there is space for a garden. All this you build house, you pave everywhere. There is not even one place for one small tree. What's that? Did you not read the Bible? Did you not read the Bible? Where did they put Adam? Where did they put Adam? What do you see in the gardens? Trees. That's why Oyibo cannot. So Oyibo have sense. They deceive us Africans, but they have sense. Every house abroad, most houses, you must see green, you must see some green things. You must be there. Most of their mansions, you must see trees. You do well when you stay where there is trees. You live better. Oxygen, you live better. All this pave everywhere, put cement, pave everywhere. It's making you die quick. Do you get what I'm saying? The first God told you, He put him in a garden. That's why he lives better. Trees are there, fruits are there, all these breeze blowing, so you're having some fresh air. You know, the other day I read it, they say you need to always have fresh air. These days we don't have fresh air. You lock up your house, put on the AC. That's why you're dying quick. We run AC from morning. That's why as we young now, everywhere they pain us. Where is they pain us? Everywhere they pain us. Because we are doing it upside down. And this whole thing is just arranged so that man dies quickly. Because as long as man is dying, you don't have dominion here. To have dominion, you need to live forever. Do you see it now? That's why the men you have here now, we know nothing about what Adam knew. Because as people keep coming and going, knowledge keep fading away. Some of you now have never seen a live fowl before. Yeah. See the way you look at me. Some people have not seen a live fowl. Fowl, when if you ask children, where does the fowl, how does, they don't know. They know chicken. They eat chicken every time they eat. They have not seen a live one before. Recently, I was showing my children goat. Just a goat. They don't know what it is. Some of you don't know how a cherry tree look like. If they put you inside the bush, I don't know what is cherry tree. When you lick cherry like Chris, but you don't know the tree. Because there's no way for you to see it. Some of you don't know scent leaf. If you see it in the bush, you don't know it. Some of you don't know the pepper tree. Man was not created to be independent. So when you keep hearing all this independence, that's the problem. You know, the problem of Africa is independence. Do you know that? It's not a good thing. Are you ready? Okay. God bless you. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Independence, not a good thing. You don't see, when the people were thinking of having their own king, God said, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't have your own king. They said, no, give us king like other people. God said, no. They said, no. God just gave to them. Reluctant. God never wants anybody to rule over anybody. He wants to be the overall king over us. Israel said, give us, and from the time God gave them, starting from Saul, Wahala. The person that invented that word independence is Lucifer, the first creature to want to be independent of God. That's the problem. It's a problem everywhere. Even in marriages. The woman wants to be independent of the man. Problem. Even in life, children want to be independent of. Are you not seeing it? Go abroad. They do 18. I'm on my own. 18. Are you not seeing they are crazy? They are crazy. That's why they wake up one day and shoot everybody. They are not well. Let me tell you, everything God did it wisely. For instance, a child is not supposed to grow away from the influence of both parents. Any child that, if it's the only man that trains that child, the brain will go complete. If it's only woman that trains that child, the brain will go complete. You need for a child to be balanced. You need the two influences. You need the two influences. If it's trained by a woman, maybe too soft and spoiled. If it's trained by only a man, you'll be too hard and insensitive. You need that balance. The mother's touch. And then, so is learning softness, is learning firmness, is learning, so it becomes a balanced person. It's just like, have you not watched what was that? What was that movie? That boy that was trained by a tiger. Have you watched that movie? Mahobi or something. Yes. Honestly, so how was he behaving? He was behaving like a tiger. He behaved like what training. He move and walk like that. If snake train you, that's why you'll be behaving like a snake. You know they say, so if you are doing deliverance, some people could do because they'll be moving. So where did they get that? So where did they get this ability? It's training. Some people how did they learn it? I'm training for spirit. They are doing like a dog. Whatever spirit has influenced them, that's what they will exhibit. Jesus said to them, you lie like your father, who is the father of lie. He says, your papa, the father of lie. That's why you lie the way you lie. So you will always be the influence. You'll be a reflection of whatever influenced you. That's why. If you see some girls that don't respect their father, their husband, check whether their mama they respect their husband. Check whether their mama respect their father. You can't be you are a reflection of your environment. If your parents are stingy, you will be a very stingy person. Let's say Holy Ghost transform you. Influence. That's why the Bible requires, let God influence you. Be influenced by God. Be influenced by God. Be influenced by God. When God was influencing Adam, and that's what I'm telling you. If you are not coming here and hearing what I'm saying every day the way you're hearing it, you'll be a very terrible person. Everybody has the tendency to be bad. Everybody can be bad. We cannot be bad. We cannot be bad. Now, small thing remain. You first still be prostitute. You can do it. It's what you're hearing. It's where you're coming from. That's why you must not. The Bible says, do not neglect the assembly of brethren. You can't stay as an island. You are not meant to be independent. You must be influenced. If you're not being influenced by church, you'll be influenced by your environment. Some people have come here one day, they're fighting, they say, children coming to church all the time, I'm looking at them. If that your baby is not coming to church, just give her time. She will still be a very crazy person. So every time you say, don't go to church, you have subscribed to the person to learn some other things. Because people can't stay without being influenced in any way. They must be influenced. If they are not somewhere else being influenced, wherever they are, another thing will be influencing them. You are a product of the environment you find yourself in. That's why if you keep coming here and you hear the things I'm saying, and this place is called a house of wealth, if you're really hearing it, you can't be poor. It's too late to be poor. You can't be poor again. Because you're a product of what you hear. You can't hear this kind of thing I'm saying and your mind, you will turn out a different person. Are you getting what I'm saying? You will turn out a different person. That's what the Bible says. Faith cometh by hearing. Everything cometh by hearing. Success cometh by hearing. Power cometh by hearing. Deliverance cometh by hearing. Deliverance does not come by just laying hands on people. That's why we lay hands on people, they fall, they stand up, they are worse. Deliverance can't come by praying alone. What your prayer should do is to enlighten your heart to hear. What makes a man, what delivers a man, what builds a man is the word. Is the word. Is the word of God. If you are hearing rubbish, that's what you turn out. You need God. When a phone or any internet device is disconnected from the server, what remains on it is only the information that was on it while it was still connected to the server. So while disconnected, you can no longer access current information. Some of us are operating with an obsolete information. I was speaking to a couple here one day. I was talking to them. The way they were responding, I said, sure. There's some information you need to drop and pick up new one. That's what the Bible says. Be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind. What you hear transforms your mind. Why did they say somebody's enlightened? Because you don't go to school. They teach you. They speak to you. Do you get what I'm saying? So you come back from school. And that's why you'd be foolish to come and say, your mama, you illiterate woman. No, she sent you there so that you can have sense, so that you can protect her that don't have the kind of sense you have. Eh?
Yes, sir.
Look at you. Wear suit, put on tie, plait your hair, wash your mouth, put this one. Somebody in the village does not know that. Some people in the village, the things inside their teeth, you can use it to do salad. When they bring the teeth and gather, they can use it to have a salad cream. Or, they are not bothered. They're still okay. Have you not seen those Kenya village people that they put something in their mouth? And when they put their mouth, they put something like big round something in their mouth. So their mouth is big there. To them is beauty. Sir, marry this girl, the mouth come out everywhere. That's like in those days, in Yoruba, sorry to say this, the Yoruba is scaring me. In Yoruba tradition, if a woman is not fat, married woman, you should be fat. They specially make you to be fat. So when you come and say, this is my wife, if you are not like that, the man is not proud. But now, the recent people from the girls, they don't go that way. Do you get what I'm saying? Just like there's another place in this country that said that when they give birth to a child, they will start teaching you sexual arts. Sexual art, they're teaching you different style, different things. They're teaching you how to, they say they're preparing you to be. You know the place? I don't need to tell you. But now, so it's a normal. Now I read something online. There is a particular place in Africa. Before you marry, before you marry, your auntie will first of all marry your husband. No, first of all, sleep with your husband over time. Your auntie. To understand his likes, sexual likes, and everything. Then she will not come and tell you before you marry. Is it tradition? It's okay for them. The husband is not supposed to sleep with the wife. I mean, if you marry and they discover you are not a virgin, it's trouble. You see their sense. But your auntie can go. What sort of person want to marry you? Your aunt will follow him home and be sleeping with him. You see sense? And it's totally okay by everybody. Then your aunt will not come and say, this is your husband. So either they do well, they do well, this is that, and tell you, so that you now go, you see wisdom. See the wisdom of men. But it's totally okay. Some of you, the information you have is obsolete. That's why we come to church all the time. Because God is always moving. God is always moving. The strategy that God gave you for yesterday may not be the one you need for tomorrow's enemy. You always have to get in touch with him. God made it that way so that you can stay connected with him. He spoke to them when he was taking them out of Egypt. You stay. You move by the lifting of the cloud or the pillar of fire. Have you not seen it? Most times, God does not give you details of your future. He tells you, I'm going to make you a king. But he does not tell you the everyday dealings to get to that place. Why? Because he did not create you to be independent. He wants you to depend on him for every step of the way. That's what the Bible says. God is a jealous God. He wants you. He's like a possessive guy or lady. He wants you in touch all the time. This is why we must be continuously connected to God through fellowship and doctrines. Hebrews 10:25. Not forsaking or neglecting the assembling together as believers. Not forsaking it, as is the habit of some people, but admonition, warning, urging, and encouraging one another, and all the more faithfully as you see the day approaching. Hebrews 10:25. Let us not give up meeting together. You can't stay away from church. You cannot say church is in the heart. No, we have been deceived. I can be in my house. No. You can't miss church. You can't stay away from church. Say, do not give up meeting together. Even when you read the Acts of Apostles, he said they were always going, connected together, breaking bread. You cannot, God does not want you to be an island. Understanding. Fellowship is important. I don't care how busy you are. One reason why the devil pull you away is because if he can pull you away from God, he can quickly deceive you. Do you know the idea of making Eve to disobey God? The devil already knows. Anyone who is separated from God, he could not take over the authority. He could not afflict them. He could not do them anything. As long as they are in that Eden, he can't do it. Because the word Eden means the place where God's presence is revealed. So in all of the earth, God revealed himself there for man to stay. From there, man can now go other places. That is where is his base. That is where his strength, his power, everything is. So the devil knows, if I'm going to take this guy down, I need to move him away from this place. As long as he remains this place, I can't do him anything. As long as he remains this place. And the only way to take him away from there, is to make him disobey God, because God is too holy to behold iniquity. God cannot deal with independence. So he makes him disobey so that God, he knows eventually God will send him away from there. Because he too has been there. If you read the book of Ezekiel, it will tell you the devil was once in Eden. Eden wasn't just like it was just one new concept that God just brought. He has always been God. I just believe God has always had this agenda about the earth. I just believe that the time man came to the earth is not the first time this thing called earth existed. Because the Bible says, and the earth was in chaos. Meaning it has been existing before. Something happened to it. God now recreated it. Just like he's going to recreate it again. And I thought the first time he made it, he must have put somebody in charge there. And that must have been Lucifer. He was in charge. Because if you read the book of Job, he made it clear that God once in a while have meeting with his sons. All angels are not sons. Sons, I believe, are the ones that God gave, dominion in different areas of God's creation. So they come once in a while to have a conference with God, to give God reports of how things are going. These are the people that have God administer different. Don't think we are the only existence. No, we are not. God have other realms, other creatures. Like all these creatures that have eyes everywhere. That's another realm. That Paul talked about it, said there are different bodies. This is one body. There are some bodies that are only light. I know science talking about aliens. There are different kinds of different places. So they normally come. That was why the Bible says, and the sons of God came to meet with God, and the devil also came. Because he was once a son. He is still a son. But you can call him a prodigal one. God is still his father. God can't deny them. God can't deny the devil. God can't deny the devil. That I don't know him. He's his son. He made him. But he's a rebellious son. So God has kept him, but he will be there. But he will always be referred as the Son of God. All of his titles are still with him. All of his titles, they are still with him. He's still Lucifer. He's still a cherub. He still has powers. He can enter heaven and he can. Did you see it? Yeah. Did you see? And the sons of God came, and devil also boarded. And when he came, nobody said, pass this gate to. Nobody came. Nobody said, you see this gate to this house, pass it. They no fit. They don't want the angel well. He will knock your head. All the angels know, they know him. He came. And when he came, they said, you won't sit down here. Get out. No. He came and he sat. And God recognized him. God didn't say, God recognized him and said, where are you? What have you been up to? It's in your Bible. Yeah. In Job. God said to him, where are you? What have you been up to? And don't say God. I'm not sure God called him Satan. Everybody knows his name is Lucifer. And they must address him as such. Remember the encounter between him and one angel, Michael. When he came to drag the body of Moses, or when he came to drag the body, that of Joshua. The Bible says, and the angel said, the Lord rebuked you. Can you even talk to him with respect? No, some of us don't respect the devil. The Bible says, in book of James, it says some of us, it says we talk to authorities that we know nothing. The way we should not talk, and thereby will destroy ourselves. See, the guy knows who he is. He knows his place. Even he told the devil. He told Jesus, say, he's not yet mine. He said, why? Jesus, why make you come this side now? This man, I just enjoy the oppressor. I'm just using him to do exercise. You just come here now, you won't come disturb somebody. Say you be senior pros, don't say you will oppress person. Understand where things they work. Just say, shut up. Then come up for you. He said, because it's not yet time. It's not time. He said, time never reach. There are no say, I don't fuck up. They will put me for hell. But time never reach. That's why, to say the truth, you can't really cast the devil inside the pit of hell. There's some kind of prayer we pray that I cast it, and you can't do that. He must be laughing. You see this one? Then come on. Cast me inside the pit of hell. Cast me inside the everlasting fire. He knows when that will happen. And it's only God that will do it. So what you can do is restrict his activities from around your influence. You can do that. But you can't bind him. When we say we bind you, it's not in the sense that you will tie him, he will not be moving again. If you are thinking in that way, then you wasted your time. If not, why is he still everywhere? We have been binding him since he's still everywhere. Does he duplicate himself? No. When he says, I bind you, what you're saying is, I restrict you. Get out of this environment as long as I'm here. It's okay, but I'll go another place. Because it's his job. Yeah. God asked him, he said, what have you been doing? What are you up to? He said, well, you casted me out from here, so I've been moving to and fro all the earth, doing anything I like. God said, okay, so I should work out for them. Did you see Job? I saw him. But because he don't bless him, put many things around him. Now, because did you see he loves me? He don't love you anything. Even me, you know, say that I love you. You know, say I love you. Just say you don't want to share this thing. Only you just want to get everything. And then, so I just one thing, you cast me down there. If you still give me opportunity, I will make that. Say, I don't do it before now. You know what I'm doing for you? Do you? You know what I'm doing for Eden? If you leave me with this Job of a guy, at the time I touch him, he will curse it to your face. He will tell you, say you are a dictator. You too do. There's a shandy small power, make I hold small business. God say, okay, you go see the devil, go see Job, go do anything. So that I will tell you that everybody will be like you. You're a rebellious son, say that they make you be like that. Say, go try, so you know, say everybody will be like you. Just don't kill him. So say, see you guys later. Peace out. Peace out. He bounced out from the meeting. Yeah. And then he went to work immediately. Started Job back, see Job up and down. You need to understand this. I'm going to tell you, when you see some of these artists, their fans go to quarrel about kill each other on the net. They will tell you, don't kill yourself. Even politicians, they meet some places, they still create. So that's the way it is. The way we think this enemy is between God and them. It's not the way it is. In fact, God needs the devil to be doing what he's doing, so that his faithfulness people will appreciate. He's doing his job until the appointed time. God said God will now punish him for all his disobedience. Until that, nobody has the power to do that. Only God can punish the devil. Only God. Only God has the power. That guy is so, but he's not too powerful, but he has some level of power. God did not take them from him. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So what God did was to give man a greater power, to be able to put him on. He used to be the number one in heaven. He used to be the number one guy. So God made man inferior in physical whatever. I was saying them at Ejeba during the week. The devil was made of more inferior body. This guy was made of precious stones, diamonds, gold. Even the one you have not seen before, they use it to design him. He's a real definition of bling bling. They call him the bright and morning star. So he was the brightest of them all. He was beauty personified. As I read the book of Ezekiel, I say, how art thou fallen, O thou mighty? You know, I mean, it's what's the time? My message today, sweet. I'm going to close. You want to hear more, stay for second service.